Hello and welcome to the third digital concert in the Illuminate Women's Music Digital Concert Series. I'm absolutely delighted and excited to present to you this programme by Maggie Cox on double bass. I had the pleasure of working with Maggie this summer, albeit digitally, through the Tanglewood Music Festival, and you'll hear the piece that I wrote for her on that programme. She's also presenting a piece by Ania, who also was on the Tanglewood Festival this year as a composer, and many other fantastic contemporary works from a diverse range of composers, and it really shows off the different aspects of the double bass. So without further ado, I will now pass you on to Maggie to tell you a bit more about this music and to present this wonderful music to you. Thank you.
Hi, it's Maggie Cox. Thank you so much for checking out this recital. Before we get started, I'd like to say a few quick thank yous. First, thank you so much to Angela Slater and Illuminate Women's Music for inviting me to do this recital. Thank you to all of the composers, Angela, Ania, Mason, Sarian, and Sonia, for writing this beautiful music and for being so generous with your time and feedback. Thank you to everyone at the AV Club in Akron for recording this recital and for being so flexible. Thank you to my teachers for being so encouraging and helping me prepare this music. And thank you to my family, my friends, and my studio at school for being so supportive. Thank you to everyone watching. I feel so thankful and I really hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sonia Ray and I wrote Ondas, which in English means waves. And the main idea is to explore the entire instrument, the low range and the high range, in a way that you can feel different waves, all sorts of waves of your mind, waves of the ocean, electric waves of your body. And I left the middle part with free meter and free dynamics so the performer could bring out his or her own ideas of waves. I'm really glad that Maggie is performing this piece, and I hope you have a great time on her recital. Thank you so much, Maggie. Have a great time, you guys. Bye.
Hi, my name is Ania and I'm a composer and pianist currently based in Philadelphia. My piece, Set Vignette, for solo double bass was written during Tanglewood this past summer of 2020, and it was written for Andras Vela, with whom I was very lucky to collaborate with during the writing process. This was the first piece that I wrote during the lockdown after a few months of taking a break from composing. And in some ways, this piece personally felt like a return to simplicity for me. So the piece is a set of 7 miniatures that loosely resembles the form of theme and variations, and to different extents, they explore musically and visually the simple idea of oscillation and traveling various distances between high and low. On top of that, each vignette features a distinct technique, playing technique, character, and sound. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the piece. And I just want to say a big, sincere thanks to Maggie for her dedicated work in bringing my piece and also all the other pieces to life. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Sarian Sankoh and I'm the composer of the piece Everything Feels the Same for solo bass. I'm super excited to have Maggie playing this piece. It's one that I love a lot and it's super close to my heart. Back in July, I was commissioned to write this piece through Bass Players for Black Composers, and this was the first time that I'd ever written anything for double bass. And although it was a very challenging process, it was so rewarding and I'm so happy that I participated in it and that people are actually enjoying it. To talk a little bit about, what the piece means to me and like where it sits in my heart is, in writing it, I was going through a lot. During July and June, we have the whole Black Lives Matter protests that were happening, that uprising that was just causing, it felt like a culmination of so many things and a moment where so much was possible, but at the same time, seeing all of the violence enacted by police was just extremely, traumatic for me. On top of that, we have this pandemic that we're going through and being at home every day, everything feels the same. And just with these uprisings, it's like I went to these same protests in like 2015. And although right now things feel a little bit different, like maybe there's more that's possible, it still feels like this same cycle. And so this piece kind of is holding some of that pessimism and monotony that I have been feeling over the years. So that's really what the piece means to me at its core. I am besides being a composer, I am also a songwriter. I play guitar, I sing, and I also play in steel bands. So I took a lot of those influences and styles and brought all of that to this piece. And I think that you'll obviously be able to hear some of it. There's, percussion, there's singing. And so I'm super duper excited to hear, what Maggie does with it, how it's interpreted, and I hope that you all enjoy it. Thanks.
Hello, I'm composer Angela Elizabeth Slater, and I wrote a piece called A Daughter Yesterday for double bassist Maggie Cox. I wrote this piece in this summer as part of Tanglewood's virtual festival, as we're all unfortunately not able to meet up in person this year. And even though it was a digital festival, it was wonderful to meet Maggie and work, albeit over the wonders of the internet, and really collaborate with her and learn all about the double bass. So I'd love just to tell you a little bit about my piece today. So A Daughter Yesterday is essentially made up of 7 short movements, and the titles of these movements essentially create a poem. And this poem is really reflective of our current times. Even the first main title, A Daughter Yesterday, is very much a longing for a return of times where we were far more carefree and able to go about our lives without this hanging over us. So each of the movements allows the double bass to really show its different voices. So some of the movements are in the dark and depths resonance of the instrument, and others are in the stratosphere with the pure harmonics. So I really sort of take advantage of the huge range that the double bass can achieve, musically speaking. So I'd just like to read out the name of the movements for you as though they're a poem, so you can hear how they all run into each other. Outstretched wings, fireflies in the twisted light. Circles edges hold, unfolding knots, fractal bursts, tracing shadows through a door to yesterday. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy the performance as much as I did writing the piece and working with Maggie as well.
Hey everyone, my name is Mason Bynes and I'm a composer and vocalist, and I'm so thrilled for Maggie's performance of my piece, The Reckoning. I wrote this piece while being on commission with the artist initiative called Bass Players for Black Composers. This work was inspired by everyone's collective efforts to acknowledge social justice, take action, and encourage and uplift Black identity. I wrote this piece as an exploration of Black expression through the intersections of jazz, rock, blues, and a few interjections of classical lyricism. Black is beautifully intersectional, and I wanted to present the different ways in which I express myself as a Black composer and musician. This piece is also written to encourage everyone to acknowledge the reckonings within themselves, be it a reckoning of the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit, the heart, whatever it is. We must settle the reckonings within ourselves in order to not wreck the paths of others. Thank you for listening.